Third frame start.
A very good warm welcome again to everyone. Thanks for joining us for the third frame of the semi-final of Landywood Women's British Open. Mink has made a very nice break of 64 to win the first. And also, when it comes down to the business end of the second frame, she potted a tremendous brown, blue and pink to go 2-0. The cue ball in and out of the block, just caught the jaw of the right middle, holding her hand up to say sorry. She might be lucky to be still on one of the reds. In fact, a very nice angle to take the cue ball back to the black as well. A fairly open table here. As Mink is making a very nice break here, we welcome our third guest for this afternoon, English player Leslie Roberts. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I'll do my best. I've been playing this weekend in the seniors and the main competition, and got knocked out. So I'm here doing this.
You win some, you lose some, don't you?
That is what this game is like, and 37 years on, I'm still struggling with that.
It's okay. Just as we were talking you through this game, we spoke to Mandy just now, and we were saying, I spoke to Onyi earlier this week.
Yeah.
She says snooker is a sport that teaches you life lessons. It helps you to get your mind a bit tougher.
It does.
How does it work?
Well, for me, I love playing it because I can't think about anything else when I'm doing it. So I think it's really good for mental health in that way. You can just completely switch off from any of the stress or troubles in your life and concentrate on what where you want to hit the cue ball, where you want the object ball to go, and where you want the cue ball to finish. And I think it's brilliant for that. I know there is some work being done by the EPSB and the coaches on mental health awareness and how snooker helps with that. And I think that's brilliant.
Well, it was a unexpected miss from Mink.
Yeah.
Now Kenna's back on the table.
Yeah, there's not an easy colour to get on unless she screws right back, I think, for the blue. The pink doesn't go anywhere and the black's on the cushion.
We've seen her playing a lot of long pots very well. Those power shots Kenna just played. It's just she couldn't really put together a sizable break yet.
No, it's one of the hardest things in this game, being consistent. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Right, wrong side of the blue though,
Yeah,
but she can bring the cue ball back.
Yeah, and sometimes when I'm playing this shot, I feel like I don't really have enough power to get up the table and back down. So I know Bex has got good cue power, so we'll see what she does with this. Hard to know which boat colour she's going to go between. Right. Yeah.
Still on this next one to the left corner, but it's not an easy shot by any means.
No, she's a bit close to the cushion there. She's probably going to go up for the blue.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah, handy.
So Leslie, you have been involved with the sport for quite some time. Are you excited to see the players, how well nowadays they are doing?
Yeah, I was first involved with women's snooker back in the 80s when I was about 16 and played in some of the women's competitions in the northwest. And then I had a huge 37-year gap where I didn't play anything at all. And then I came back to it around about 2020. And it really has developed since then, the whole tour, the whole level of women's snooker. And it's getting better and better. Lots of younger players coming through now who are just incredibly talented.
Well, as a journalist, the first question I asked to the great Alison Fisher was about the cue sport itself, and the first reply she got back to me was, cue sport is such a... Oh, that was so lucky out there, the double kiss. It's a sport that requires mental strength, probably more than any other sport. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's really exhausting, and if you're playing lots of matches one after another, you need determination, resilience, confidence. So it develops all those kinds of skills that people need in life. Oh, ooh, that was
Not
close.
2 flukes in a row.
No.
That brings Mink back to the table.
Yeah.
Can she get over the line from here?
I think she's probably going to go up and take the blue from this red. Or she might screw back for the black. Depends. See, a lot of the younger players now have incredible cue power and an ability to strike the ball very well, and the timing, of course, the timing of your cue making contact with the cue ball at the right time is And pushing through the cue ball is such a difficult thing to be consistent in, especially when you're playing on different kinds of tables.
Didn't control the cue ball well.
No, but
I think she's snookered on every ball here.
she's got a big pack to aim for.
Well, anyway, how do we get started? Just walk into a nice club like this to find a coach? How do we do this?
Watch it on television first, I think. Family members often get people involved. My grandfather got me involved at the age of 3. He took me down to a snooker club. He was babysitting me for the afternoon. He took me there, and I remember watching the balls coming down into the baskets, because that's how big I was. So that often is the case, that elder family members. But yeah, snooker clubs these days are very different places. They're very welcoming, and they've got such a different atmosphere in them than what used to be there in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I mean, this club is lovely. This is the nicest club I've ever been in. This.
We say thank you again to Landywood Snooker Club, our title sponsor. It was just Mink's 2-cushion escape that went wrong.
Yeah.
Brought rebeeca Kenna straight back in. What a nice chance.
Nice pot. That's not easy to judge.
She made a 24 break in the second frame, but now we're looking at maybe clearing up the table in this visit.
Yeah, you were just talking about breaks, I think, a moment ago, and I was lucky enough to watch On's break this morning, and I really respect how calm and she remains so calm looking when she's playing. I don't know what's going on inside, but she actually looks relaxed and calm, and that's part of this, being able to stay in that state.
Another cue ball control area. Not being able to get on the pink nicely, so decided to go for the safety.
Yeah.
It was a 2-cushion escape that went wrong, Mink just did. But now she could be in more trouble. What shot do you play here?
Probably kind of where she was looking, behind the green. Maybe to clip this one and back up the table. Clip the one nearest the pink, possibly. And make sure the cue ball's not left at the bottom of the table, because that's where all the reds are.
Just caught the black. If this red goes to the right middle, then
yeah, not
no,
an easy
she
cut.
wants to have it back.
This is a tough job for the ref, because lots of balls have moved.
Mr. Rod Eaton.
We've got some there around about here.
The refs are great here. They're very patient and kind, and do a really good job.
It's not easy, isn't it?
No, and we don't have the technology that shows us where the balls were, so the refs really have to remember. And as a player, it's always a good idea to spot the cue ball anyway, certainly, and by spotting the cue ball, I mean working out where it was on the table. There's a technique that people use by lining it up with things that are off the table, things in the environment, to help place it back afterwards.
Well, she got it right this time, but still left some pot for Kenna. Should have no problem. Potting one of the reds, maybe to the left corner.
37.
Yeah. It's not easy to see the angle here from where we are, but it looks like it might take her into the black if she...
She was looking at the natural angle to get on the pink from this red in the middle of the table.
She's possibly going to stun it. Maybe back for the blue. Or, no, she stunned it over for the pink, but missed the pot. I have this saying when I practice PNP, pot, no position. And sometimes it's position, no pot. PNP.
Well, we've seen those scenarios a couple of times in this match already.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to be hampered on this black.
Which is hard with small hands. I think small hands are an advantage on a snooker table if you happen to be queuing in the pocket. You can get your hand in the pocket, but always a disadvantage in this kind of scenario, and being shorter as well. You can't get up and above, so you end up using the instruments more often.
This is a horrible shot to play. Whoa, but she got it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Good part. And good position. P and P, not P, NP for that one.
Just a little bit of an update on the other table. Our defending champion from Hong Kong, China, Ng An Yi, is leading 2-0. But in the third frame, her young opponent, Zhao, is leading 48-15.
That was a good shot. She's nicely on the right side of the blue. That was really well judged. She's got a good angle on that red now to get back up for the blue.
So at this time you would be thinking how to get on the last red.
Oh, she's coming back. Oh no, she's gone up.
No luck this time. Both reds left for Kenna.
Although I think you were talking earlier about getting more people involved in snooker, more women and girls involved, and I think it's about going into schools. I know some work was done taking snooker into schools. I'm not sure if that work has continued, but that would help to have more funding to do that, I think.
Well, every time we have a tournament on the professional tour, we do get the players to visit schools.
Yeah.
To get the children interacting with the top players on a full-size or a small-size table. That always helps. Good. So after that, when the children goes back home to see what's going on TV, oh, that's another bad miss from Kenna. Well, anyway, the children will be interested in watching a bit more.
Yeah, yeah. I think, like lots of sports, you need to have a go to know and understand what's happening when you watch it on the television. That was a nice kiss on the blue.
Very well judged. So this little angle might take the cue ball back to the
Yeah.
yellow, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Just need the yellow to go over the line, I think. Might be... Should be 26 points the lead with just 25 on the table. If she pots the yellow.
Back in the 80s, when I was first playing, and I played in the Northwest Ladies Championships, there was a young woman, well, she was a girl actually, she was only 8, used to play all her shots with the rest. She was very good and she used to beat us.
It's like what Ding was when he was before 10.
Right.
Couldn't reach any shot on the table.
Yeah, it sounds the same.
Right, 29 points the lead. Only 22 on the table. With 2 snookers, Kenna. So you must have played against many, the players like Alison Fisher, Callie Fisher, Karen Core.
No, I didn't back then. No, I just was playing in the Northwest, really, and that was 1985, 6 and 7. And then, of course, the big thing happened where there was less sponsorship for snooker, and a lot of players stopped playing, I think, and some women went over to America to play on the pool tour instead. So no, I wasn't around them. No, but I think Mink's about to pot the black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a very nice long pot
yeah.
on the brown.